Hi guys, so it's about 1:30 in the morning right now, but I really felt compelled to make a video to basically express rage. I'm absolutely furious at the video that I've just seen. If you haven't been following the whole saga with Morgan the whale, then you may want to go back and watch some of my previous YouTube videos first. But to tell a long story short, I've just been shown a video of Morgan being attacked by two whales in her new enclosure in Loro Park. I am absolutely infuriated for multiple reasons. Number one being that the people that filmed it were disrespectful enough to laugh during Morgan's attack. Now, it's probably not even disrespect, it's probably ignorance, if I'm really honest with you. I don't think they were aware that Morgan was being attacked because they titled the video Orcas Playing, which playing, oh, I wish they were playing. Morgan was actually being rammed repeatedly by two other whales. It was not a simple game of tag. You know, what makes me so angry is there's so much in this video that proves the point of everybody like myself who campaigned for Morgan's freedom because we knew that captivity would be damaging for her. And there's so much evidence against that. I mean, not against that, but like that backs that. There's so many examples, e.g. You can see so much scarring on her dorsal fin, which obviously wasn't there before. There is actually a moment in the video where you can see quite a bit of blood in the water. There is lots of her skin actually floating around once she's actually been attacked, which is very, very disturbing and horrible to watch. And if you really don't believe any of that, you know, if you watch that video and, you know, can come up with evidence against that, it's very, very clear to anybody who knows anything about whales that she's whimpering and in a lot of pain. What irritates me is the people who filmed that are obviously not well educated enough to be able to leave their house because, you know, for starters, why visit those parks in the first place? But secondly, you know, to sit and laugh and to be so blissfully unaware of what's going on is really, really disgusting. I'm not blaming these people, it's not their fault that Morgan's in this situation, but it really infuriated me that they really don't have a clue what actually is going on with her when there's so much evidence in that. You know, anybody that knows anything about orca vocalization, which they tend to stop doing once they're in captivity anyway, but, you know, Morgan's a very vocal whale anyway, and you can clearly hear her whimpering. That is not ordinary orca vocalization, that is true distress, and that really, it's very, very painful to actually watch that video, and the only reason I did was just so that I had enough evidence to go by, really. I just don't feel like I'm just at the end of my tether with the whole situation, you know. I contacted the European Union and they, in their own polite terms, basically told me to go away. I've contacted so many people. I've contacted a lot of famous American figures because although they don't have control over the situation, they will be able to heavily promote it, and I really feel like the more people are aware of the situation, the easier it'll be for Morgan, because if you think about what happened with Keiko, because he was in a movie, everyone knew who he was, so, you know, he stole millions of people's hearts all over the world, and it makes me so sad because I think if there was a movie about Morgan, she'd be in the same position, but the thing is, there aren't enough filmmakers in the world to sit and make a movie about every whale that's in captivity. Morgan's just one of hundreds. It's not just Morgan. What about Corky? What about Tilikum? What about, all of these orcas deserve their freedom. But right now, first and foremost, I want to focus on Morgan because she's so young. Corky is 40 years old. She's been in captivity her whole life, pretty much. But Morgan, she has a really good shot. If they get her now, they put her in the ocean waters now, she has a really good fighting chance to get back in with her pod and to find her family again. You know, what's really sad about that video is the fact that if she were in the wild, she could have just swum away from that. If there did happen to be aggressive orcas in the waters, because it's not, I'm sure that from time to time other pods do collide or whatnot, but you can escape that. There's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of miles for you to get away from anything that, any unwanted contact. But it's almost like, imagine, putting a human in a jail cell with two very, very aggressive cellmates. They can't do anything, they can't escape. No, even more so, imagine they're put in with in like a foreign prison, because at the end of the day, obviously Morgan, just because Morgan can't speak human, it doesn't mean that she doesn't have her feelings. It would be like a normal human being, a 4-year-old actually. Morgan's 4. They live similar-ish years to human years. It would be like taking a 4-year-old, putting her in a prison with two really aggressive cellmates, her getting beaten and beaten, and her not being able to speak the same language to tell people that she's in trouble. It's no different, and honestly, I'm furious right now. I'm gonna stop because I'm wittering. Thank you for watching, and I'm sorry to post this on Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve, guys, and have a great Christmas. And sorry about this. I'm really upset, and I think that a lot of people will be. But anyway, have a great Christmas, guys.